Scales, shall we? I haven't been feeling like playing anything else but Hardened Scales. I was thinking about playing we didn't really get to try this at least. I was thinking about playing something like that. White Devotion. But, yeah. So this has been feeling pretty good. I made this change from welding jar to animation module. We didn't get to try it because we got paired against Tron and against... I think quite a little Tron, so maybe we need to kind of reconsider and bring in damping spheres again. Yeah. So if we look, I will talk a bit about this.
The wonder...
Oops, that's a video. So we look here. So I don't know about the leak, but yeah, this is probably a Tron deck. No, this is probably an Amulet Titan deck. But yeah, Tron did an okay, you know, second on the challenge. Not bad in general. Tron did. So maybe we wanna be prepared for that. But honestly, you know, the main problem is Oblivion Stone, and Pithing Needle actually solves that problem. Whereas Damping Sphere maybe doesn't. Anyway, we'll just play a leak and we'll see how it goes. I think. No, not gonna White Devotion, man. The Vines of Viceroot have been very good. I mean, the whole deck has been feeling really good. The two changes I made have not been that impactful to the original list. I changed one welding jar and one Ignorer on the sideboard. The truth is that welding dismember is really, really important. So maybe we're giving up a bit of percentage points by also didn't count, you know, versus Rudon, we may most likely want to keep in both animation module and bring in the relic, so maybe we run out of like sideboard spaces. Something to consider. Anyway, let's see what we play. Who are we playing against? 36 trophies. Mother of gods. When I think about it, I'm thinking about the amount of Magic you play to get to 36 trophies. Even if you like trophy 50% of the leagues, that's 72. No. Yeah, 72 leagues now. It's a shitload of leagues. Of course, I don't know how many I played. Maybe I played a lot too, and I just don't follow as much. This hand's simply not good enough. I mean, we're on the draw. Yeah, we draw. I mean, hello, Mr. Box Life. Thanks for hanging out. So if we draw green swords, this hand is good. But opponent already mulliganed. And you know, like we don't know what we're playing against. So maybe it's a kind of matchup where you kind of miss a land drop. So it's gonna mulligan it. Yeah, this hand is not amazing. If my opponent mulligans, I'll probably mulligan. But they don't, so I don't love this hand, honestly. Very anemic. No hand skills, no one's elite. Maybe we can go to 5. Okay, we'll keep this. Put back both ancient strings, I guess. I mean, we tried, I guess. I mean, maybe the oh, we are against Tron. So I said before that I was expecting some kind of a lot more Tron, and I didn't bring in that many spheres in the end, and maybe I should have. If opponent is on the 6, nice man. Well, losing to Shadow is no shame in that. So they could have turn 3 Tron on the play, and there's very little Hardened Scales can do to beat that, because that is just the nature of the beast, I would say. I mean, I'm just gonna play this. I don't know if that's that good, but I definitely want to have a 2/2 Ballista next turn. I mean, Bidding Healer is nice. Okay, so they did not have Tron, but they do have an expedition map, and they have a second tower already. So that tells me that next turn for sure they didn't even risk it. They just went for it. They could have cycled one of these, I guess. Next turn for sure they will have Tron, and maybe we are in big trouble. But that's what it is, you know. We try to put as many guys on the battlefield as possible to fight Karn. And that's it. So glad you did well, mate. I mean, I think that I get super strong. I think playing on strong on the draw is kind of hard. We didn't have a scales. We didn't have a Ozolith, so there's a lot of stuff they can do that completely wrecks us, but they can also miss, you know. So if I draw another land, maybe I will play Scabier Recombiner. Or I could just play Throne again, I guess. Right, yeah. 6 mana. That's a Gunko Engine. I mean, that's not the worst, you know. Like, okay, they don't even cycle these. Interesting. So I think I'm gonna play Throne of Geth and yeah, basically block with 1 servo, sacrifice it, and proliferate. I mean, it's not the best winning line. Yeah, Throne of Geth is amazing. Like right now, for example, it's really, really great. So there's no use on attacking because they do more damage than us. They have like a ton of mana. They have okay. That's game losing. I don't think we can beat that. I'm just gonna consider them. We cannot beat that. They have 8 mana. They can actually get a ballista and just shoot out down everything. So yeah. It happens on the draw. Versus strong. It's hard. I think the other 5 cards we like. Bind just okay, I guess we're not that good. Sorcerer is not that good, and Mishima is not that good. Maybe Sorcerer could be good. But I think I like the other cards better. Huh. Yeah, I think I like it like this. Yeah, I mean, you know, like, it was not the most explosive draw by them, but they had so much mana that, you know, that they could just get a ballista for X equals 4 and just shoot down everything. Yes. Now, Tron is an okay matchup, but yeah, hands like this definitely don't help. Like, you cannot keep a hand like this versus Tron. I should cut the instincts, mate. Okay, this hand is better. This hand is much better, actually. So of course we won the lands and we won the Ravager. I think I need to put the Hangabite back, which is a bit of a pity. But I also won the Ozolith. Yeah, I think this is the play. So we just want to draw a land. This hand is amazing. But I like. So I think the Ozolith actually kills them turn 3, whereas the Hangabite doesn't. So they went to 5, which is a good sign. That means at least they will either have a lot of mana or just enough mana and 1 payoff. They will not have everything. And they're also on the draw, which gives us the advantage, I guess. So the expedition map, cool. Okay, that's a land. So the Ozolith means that we get to put 3 counters. Yeah, okay, that's not even drawn next turn. Oh, wield. I mean, sure, I guess that's just what it is, I guess. So Ravager, if I sack, I just put 2 counters here. It's only a 4/4. Yeah, it's not so good. So now you can wait for drawing a second scale or something. They didn't have a Tron, right? So ancient searings. Yeah, I mean they play wild. That just okay. Now they have Tron next turn, and they don't have beam mana though. They could have Dismember or Warping Wall. If they Ingmar Nexus, that's pretty good though. I actually will probably eat this and just put a bit more pressure on them. Or I could even attack with this. I don't even need to eat it right now, right? We take it. Go down to 14. We play the Inmouth next. We drew a bit too many lands this game. We actually only have drawn lands, right? Because we have 2 lands in hand. So that's an expansion map. I guess they will get, of course, the missing Trumpies. Okay, use the mine. So they have 8 mana. 8 mana can be... we can beat Counter Great Creator. We cannot really beat... Okay, we can beat Miss Mindtone. But that is the thing. If they keep a hand that has drawn an interaction, there's very little chance they actually have something meaningful, right? There is no point in going all in here because they could have a second wield. Ooh, we can name Mace Mindtone with this. I think that would be rather spicy. Let's see what they say. So they scry. I mean, if they have drawn the card, maybe they draw a card with this. No, they just also scry. So if they had drawn a card with this and maybe tapped out, I would have gone for it. So they did 1 card on top, 1 card on bottom. I'm gonna go for Oblivion Stone. Maybe they don't play it, but that is like their one of the better cards against us. Now we need to think, if we sack both of these guys, this is a 3-3, so it puts 3. This is lethal, but maybe they have Warping Wall, and it's kind of hard to play around. Because maybe he has interaction. I think he has interaction, that's why he didn't draw. So that's why I'm not... I could go all in right now, but I don't want to because, yeah. I'm pretty sure maybe I'm just wrong, right? But of course they can scry twice again, or... But they for sure have... I think they have either Dismember or something like that. Okay, they don't do anything. Ancient Strings is okay. Funny they don't scry first before drawing, or... I mean, they knew what they were drawing, but... I guess the words here is Ulamog, most like, okay, Spatial Contortion. Chromatic Star, sure. Those also were dumping. I mean, it's funny that they're not scrying before, right? But I thought that the reason they didn't draw... I've been feeling like Tron players are actually extremely bad, so... Now they have 5 mana left. I mean, for example, they drew before they scried. Like, why? So this gives +3, -3, right? So I could make a ballista for 2. So I attack for... I can need 1 to the 4, go to 6. Make a ballista for 2. Yeah. I'm gonna eat the Inmoth Nexus with the Avon Ravager. I will attack here. Bad thing is they only need to tap one land to cast this warping wall. No, sorry, spatial contortion. They could have two removal spells. That'd be annoying. I think if we cast the second ballista at that point, they're pretty dead. We just attack. They are going for the ballista. You just ping it for 2 or ping it for 1 sack. Yeah, I'm not gonna commit because they could have another removal spell. So I'm gonna ping it for 1. And maybe I'm just playing around too many things, but yeah, ping over on side is the play. Also puts counters on the Ozolith and yeah, so they do have another removal spell. So now they're tapped out. So think. So if I eat here and I can eat the Blinkmouth Nexus, make this a 3/3. Eat this, make this a 4/4. Yeah, and then this is lethal. So this is a 3/3. This is of course not targeting the Ravager. So they tap to removal spells. Thank you for the pump. Of course, they don't know we have another Ballista in hand, but we do, so that is just GG. Cool. Alright, so we played around the double removal spell. But that's the thing, they either have like, when they mulligan, when it's a normal Tron game, they either mulligan to some sort of situation like this where they have mana and they have removal, but they don't have payoffs. Or they have the payoffs and the removal, but not the mana. But they cannot have everything, right? So since they're actually bringing a lot of removal, I can see. I'll bring in the Vines of Basswood. I have 1 Ancient Strings. I don't think the card is... We don't really have time for Ancient Strings in this matchup. At all, actually. I'm gonna bring the Steelverse here. It sucks versus Counter Grade Creator, but if they don't have exactly counting to Counter Grade Creator, maybe this is actually really good. Yeah, of course the Warping Wall helps us kill them, but okay, this hand is awful. I mean, this hand just doesn't do anything. This is only good on the draw if you're able to snack an expansion map right away, but we don't have that, so we don't have an untapped land, so this is not good. This is, on the other hand, it's much better. I'm gonna put a land back, probably forest. Keep. I mean, yeah, it's better to have the Blinkmouth Nexus, I think. And we draw another land, so it's not so good. Yeah, but I mean, you had a mulligan for a good hand, so this is what we get. So I'm gonna go with a Hangover first. Okay, it's another one. That means next turn I can play a 2-drop and put a counter on Hangover. They don't have anything, so maybe they just have Tron. They did mulligan to 6. No, they don't. Okay, that's Blossom. I'm fine with that. So I'm gonna play Bling Moth. I'm going to play Armor Ravager here. Yeah, but the Blast Zone kills the Ozolith, right? So we don't really want that. So we just wait. I mean, there's no point on tapping the Hangavak now. It's much better to wait. I'm not gonna attack either. I just really rather put counters on it. And they don't have green to destroy this, right? So it's pretty limited options they have. They didn't keep a Tron hand, which is a mistake, I think. Okay, no Tron still. That's fine that they have that. Okay. That cost them 4 life, and we still get to make 2 top tiers. Let's see who they name with this. Funny that they bring in the same Pithing Needle as we do. Maybe they name Arvan Ravager. I'm guessing that's sensible. Yeah. Gem Razor doesn't really do it because we don't have enough green sources, funnily enough. This is good. It is lethal. We play both Throne of Geth and Ravager. We play Ballista for 2. We attack. We deal 6. We sacrifice the Arvan Ravager to the Throne of Geth. Put 2 counters. Put 5 counters here. That's gonna be a 7/7 plus 2. It's 9. It's 1 short. It is actually 1 short because right we attack, they go to 10. We play Ballista for x equals 1. It's a 2/2. We sack here. Yeah, it's gonna be 7 plus proliferate is 9. So yeah, that's not the best play maybe. Since they named this, I don't expect more removal. So what I'm gonna do is play the Ravager and play the Hangavak. So play the Throne of God and play the Hangavak Walker. And then from here, I think we should be pretty good. We save the Ballista because we're not dealing. Yeah, we can also sacrifice the Hangavak, but that just... Maybe they just blow up the Blast Zone. That's completely fine. We just lose the Hardened Scales, and we just win next turn. With the attacks, plus the proliferate, right? So... Let's count the Great Creator. So what could they do? So if I sack here, so if I sack a top tier, then we actually get to have lethal on board. They can blast it on the Pithing Needle, but that's also kind of bad. So sacking Hangavak was also lethal, but yeah, you just don't see it. But if we sack Hangavak, well, I thought there was a reason for it, and I was not able to articulate it. Yeah, maybe there's no reason. If they get a Ratchet Bomb and they're able to cast it, they can destroy all the Topters. But if we do it like this, even if they get a Ratchet Bomb, they cannot destroy our stuff. We kill the Hangavak, we kill the Karn the Great Creator next turn, we play the Ballista and we win. I mean, there was probably no reason to play around Ratchet Bomb, right? But it could be that they have a random force and they play it now. Cool, we beat Tron, even though they... Thank you, Measure Riot, for the cheers. Defend yourself from geese. I'll try my best, man. I'm always ready to fend off geeses. So they could get... I mean, it's extremely unlikely, and to be honest, I didn't really think about it too much. But I just feel the idea of having a 6/6 and a 4/4. If they blast the Karn on the Pithing Needle, we can kill the Karn the Great Creator through that, right? Or with the Blink Moth Nexus, we can kill it through the blocker. and then we just play Valista and win the game. So both of them work. I think going for the top third line was also good, but this maximizes the amount of counters we have. So we beat the Tron player. That's really nice. Thanks for the cheer, man. I mean, there's no need for it, but if you do it, I really appreciate it. Amazing. I'm surprised that people will do these things to my channel, but clear the opponent, kept a strange hand. And that's the thing. I actually realized the other day that Tron only plays like 18 lands. So if they have a 2-land hand, it's not that likely they will draw 2 more. Which is kind of funny. Thank you, Major Riot. You also stream, Mother? I will look at your channel and follow you. I find that too, that when I'm trying to find a streamer, sometimes it's always like Arena or Historic. I mean, I do play a little bit of Historic here and there, but almost nobody plays. I mean, other than the big streamers. And the big streamers almost always play the same decks. We're playing against Deu Feu Feu. Interesting name. His hand is very good. We are on the play, so we have Scales turn 1, Hangaback turn 2 with Welding Jar, turn 3 Scrapyard or Turn of Geth. Plus, that's very good. Opponent's mulligan into 6. They didn't show us a companion, so we're not playing against Shadow most likely, or against Obosh. So maybe we're playing against some kind of Omnath deck. Then we want to make sure that we get this Turn of Geth down pretty quickly, and maybe we'll play it before the Hangaback actually. But they have 6, so it tells me they don't have Force of Negation. It's good to know. Throne is also kind of a cool card, right? Like it's a throne, but it has like a lot of spikes. I mean, it's kind of, they shock and they. Oh, we're playing against Amulet's Titan. Sure. I mean, it's not great. This is one of the worst matches probably for Scales. I mean, of the so bad matches for Scales are like extremely fast combos, like Oops All Spells sometimes, or yeah. I mean, even though like in my opinion, fuck. Oh, sorry, I need to ban somebody from chat real quick. Been banned. That's not a perfect hand this Amulet, yeah. So yeah, even though I do feel that modern and possibly Legacy, even though I really haven't gotten to play it so much or at all, probably some of the best formats of MTG. When I watch like Standard and stuff, I see now like, okay, I mean, this is not the fastest skill, but if we get this Scrapyard on the board and they don't have a super fast, like you don't have a turn 3 Titan, they have like a turn 4, turn 5 Titan, maybe we can win. Especially if we're able to find like an Ozolite or something. Yep. I mean, I also understand that this is like modern. It's not so easy to understand, and also it's not, how to say it, modern is like Magic Online is not that visual, right? Compared to Historic, like compared to Arena. So yeah, sometimes it's like if people have never seen this and they watch me play Scales, they're like, what the hell's going on? I mean, I do remember when I started playing Modern, I was always looking at it and I was like, what the hell's happening, dude? I just don't know. It's so complicated. But then, of course, I like this kind of stuff, so I eventually got into it. This is probably a Riot. I mean, if they have turn 2 Riot into turn 3 Titan, there's very few decks that beat this. Oh, Udo. That's unexpected. And that's unnecessary, in my opinion. Why? I mean, your ramp, I know. It's like an Explore that gains you life. Yeah, and then it gives you late game, but I don't know. Opponent definitely not playing the standard. But I mean, if you're gonna Udo and replay the same land and shock yourself again, you basically only gain 1 life. So they have Grazer as well. Okay, I mean that's not a bad hand by them at all. I think they can Titan as next turn if they have bounce land plus Titan. Which is quite strong, quite strong. We could also play Throne of Geth and Pump, and we can actually block a Titan, which is kind of nice. So two choices here. First choice is to get Scabier Recombiner down and just do that. But I'm pretty sure we could actually block a Titan here. I don't know how much that helps though. So if they go Titan next turn, we can sack the Throne with the Throne of Get this, Pump, and yeah, or just sack this, block it. Maybe that's worth it. Yeah, I have two Torpors on the sideboard. Just good in this matchup. If I play Scrapyard, I can sacrifice this next turn, get a Ballista. I don't love that. I think I will play... Okay, I'm gonna play the Worker. And I'm gonna play the Throne of Geth. And pass the turn here. So this hangover can actually block the Titan. So unless they have like something ridiculous like Dryad and Titan at the same turn, which I don't think they're missing 1 mana to do, right? No, they have 5 mana. Dryad gives them 2 extra mana, right? Maybe they have enough. Okay, Azusa definitely gives them enough mana. If they have any bounce land, they have Vesuva. So they will copy like the Golgari Rod Farm. So I have Torpor, but I don't think we are out of it yet. We could actually beat this. Especially we draw like a Nozolid or something next turn, or a Ravager. I'm pretty sure we could win. Because then we could put all the counters on the Blinkmoth Nexus. No, maybe not. So they do have the Titan mana, right? They can just bounce this once again. They have 1 more land drop, right? They play Vesuva, they play Golgari Rod Farm, and they just have 1 more land drop. Yeah, Vesuva, copy Breeding Pool maybe, or Golgari Rod Farm. It's funny that they would... I would probably keep the Vesuva in my hand for the last one. Right, it's more utility than just playing it. But I'm no Titan. I'm no Amulet Titan player. I enjoy Titans. I actually own the deck. That's a Summoner's Pact. That's good. That means that next turn it's not as crazy, perhaps. Oh, they get Dryad. What? So they get another bounce land, but this is not 6 mana. This is only 5. Right? So they get 1 more land drop. It copies this. That's 5 mana. Ah, no, they have 6. Okay. So they actually have the nuts, as I was saying. This is rather hard to beat. Turn 3, Dryad, Titan. But I think we maybe have a chance. So they come here. They don't have 5 lands right now. They only have 3. So they will not trigger the Dryad until this attacks. And maybe then they put it on maybe they put it on the wrong stuff. Yeah, what can you say, man? Like if they have exactly this, it's very hard to beat this deck. But what can you do? Like they literally had everything. So I mean, you cannot even be mad. It's like, okay, you do Azusa, Summoner's Pact, Primeval Titan, and the 3 lands you needed, plus the Amulet, plus the Arboreal Grazer, right? So they attack, they get 2 more lands, I guess, to trigger twice, and let's see what they do with that. The best would be that they put both in the Hangabag Walker, because then we can actually make it a 7/7 and it will survive. And when we block this, it will kill the Titan and we'll get 7 top tiers. And then if we draw a Ravager, we win. Oh, they get even a fetch land. And a second Valakut. Oh yeah, I forgot that. So this is... They're probably gonna put it on us, right? So it's gonna be, yeah, 12 damage plus a fetch land, 18. I'm not wrong, right? That's 12 plus 4. Yeah, that's 18. So we can actually, we're still alive here. I'm not gonna always yield. They have saved though, but whatever. I mean, this is, but I think we still got it. We still got it. We're not dead, let's say. I think I can block with both. So the assign hangout first, worker second. So I can sacrifice the welding jar, make this a 4/4, and make this a 4/4 as well. These dies, we make 4 doctors. That's one option. Second option is we sack here, we put... The problem with sacking here is that they can sack Windswept Heath in response. So if I sack here, put 2 counters of 5, I think I'm just gonna sack the welding jar. Maybe they don't see it. Okay, they have saved target, so doing this now, it doesn't do anything. So that's the problem with saving targets. You don't get to unsave the target before the trigger goes on the stack. So we proliferate both of these things. This will die. And this will die, which is kind of nice. So we draw exactly an oscillate. I think we can win. Exactly an oscillate. So they misplayed by playing this, of course, on the... So we get an oscillate with sag. I think we do win if we draw an oscillate. Come on, baby. Oscillate one time? Rough. Not an oscillate, definitely. Oh, this has reached, right? Ugh. So anyway, I think we were not winning. We could just get the Scrapyard Recombiner down. Yeah. I mean, who knows? We maybe get to leave one turn. Maybe they don't have any lands in hand. They have one card in hand, right? So I think I do it like this. Keep 3 blockers back. So whichever they do, okay, they block there. Okay, you have a land, you win, I know. You need to pay the pact. I mean, versus their crazy draw, this is pretty close, I would say. They need to draw a land. They need to have a, because they don't have Tolaria West. Well, they do have Tolaria West, but they don't have Tolaria West in hand. Okay, they just have... Oh, of course, they had the Vesula. I forgot about the Vesula. So their one card in hand was indeed a Vesula. Okay, so cards I like in this matchup are these. I like Gem Razor. Nature's Claim is better in this matchup, and I like this member. It was pretty close. It was not that impossible to have won this game. I think Ancient Settings is too slow. Welding Jar can be good. They play Force of Negation or Vigor. Animation Model is just absolutely terrible. Scrapyard is a bit slow. Steelers here. I guess on the play I don't love it. I don't hate it. Don't love it either, but about this. I mean, it's good. They play these members, but it's very hard to play around anything. And I guess we can take a worker out. This is not the best card. It was pretty close. Like, of course, I had forgotten they had the Vesuva, so it was not that close at all. But if we had been given one more extra turn, we could have won. We would have won there. So, because they had no Grazer, so we can sacrifice the Scrapyard Recombiner to itself. Put the counters on the big top, on the big... probably it's even better to sacrifice a random Doctor, get a Ballista, sacrifice the Scrapyard Recombiner, put the counters on the Ballista, and just win the game. But we didn't get there. How do I like this? Ravagers, Dismember, Scrapyards, Gem Razors. Do I like a worker instead of a Scrapyard Recombiner? I think so, because it's just so fast, this matchup, right? That sometimes you just want to have the outs. Yeah, I'm half on the side on the buying thing, but I'll keep this hand. It has Torpor, which was one of the only cards that is good versus them. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, they play mostly 2 Forces of Vigor and maybe Reclamation Sage. They get 7, which is quite scary. Now we can play this turn 3, right? Hold up a Dismember. I don't know if they play Beast Within recently. Maybe they do, I don't know. But I think this matchup is already hard enough. I mean, I should just keep, I guess, 1 binds. It's fine, right? I'll bring, if we win this game, I'm gonna bring it in. Maybe cut the worker. Yeah, obviously I don't want any of these other cards. I think Scrap is a bit too slow. Castle Garden Break tap. Okay, at least it's not a... Of course we didn't start with a great start ourselves, but... That means we can... Unless I have like Amulet into Grazer, into... Okay. So they bounce that, that's fine. I don't think I need to play Torpor. Or I could play Torpor to stop Reclamation Sages. But may have Dismember. No, they have Grazer. Damn. Oh, this Grazer is actually really good versus us. The fact that it has Reach is really annoying. Yeah, play Torpor. You gotta stop the Grazer. So they play the Castle tapped. That's the Scales, that's the Scales. So I'm gonna put counters and Dismember the Dryad they will play. That's my plan. And I'm just gonna put counters now, I believe. So they play a Dryad. Sadly, we don't have a Llanowar Reborn to trigger before they get to put the line, which is also maybe a play we should have thought about. So you have a Llanowar Reborn, if they play a Dryad or an Azusa, you can dismember it before they get to play extra lands. But not the case. Maybe they just have a Reclamation Sage. No, an Azusa. If they play a tap land, Focus Scorer, okay? Okay. Azusa is crazy. It is basically just a crazy card. Yeah, Ravager doesn't do it because they have a Ghost Quarter. Maybe they just Ghost Quarter us now to be safe. Still think Ozolid is quite good. Another Grazer. God damn it. They're gonna play more lands, right? They had 2 extra land drops already. So let's see what is the last land. No land. So they're missing a land drop. They have enough for Titan, right? 1, 2. Yeah, they definitely have enough for Titan. I could dismember this. Play Ballista and hold out Dismember. Which I don't think is that bad. I get to use my mana this way. You know, you want to destroy the Azusa because if not, they can just do some crazy stuff next turn. Yeah, we killed Azusa. Temprazer doesn't do anything right now, but it does kill Dryads if they play them. I'm just gonna attack here. Yeah, probably we should play a Torpor. Right? Just take it. Probably we should just play the Torpor, hold up Dismember. So they're gonna play a Titan, and then we can kill the Titan with Ballista plus Dismember. And if they play a Dryad, we can kill that. So they definitely don't have more lines in hand because they didn't play one with a Boreal Grazer last time. There's a point of not attacking, but we also need to get them dead at some point, right? There's also a point where we don't dismember the Dryad, and we just instead Gem Razor it next turn, making it at 8/8. Especially do something like Summoner's Pact. Okay, the Summoner's Pact. Let's see what the Summoner's Pact for. Primeval Titan. I guess I just cast it. The good thing is it doesn't trigger. We still get the Ghost Quarter up though. Sure. Nice Titan. Next turn they get to play 4, so they don't get to actually do anything. Play West tapped. Sure. Yeah. Just go. That is very good. Maybe they got scorers now? No. If they had got scorers, that would have been pretty good, I think. So the line here. So we have another land. We could play Raja Ballista and kill them, but we don't. So what is the better line? I think the better line is play Ballista. Yeah, that's my plan too. So they need to pay for the pact. So it's a 1/1 now. And I'm gonna attack with a Hangavak. The worst they could have is Dryad Land. But they need to pay 4 here, so they only have 3 mana available. Right? So they can have Dryad Land, exactly Dryad Land. And Dryad Land deals with the Ballista. They need to have exactly Dryad plus Land, nothing else. And if they have Dryad plus Land, they will kill the Ballista, we'll ping them, and then we will play Gem Razor. Oh, actually, this is a number with Gem Razor. I know it doesn't. It's not entering the battlefield. It's mutating. Mutate doesn't get stopped by maybe they just don't want to pay. Oh, they play with the cost quarter. I guess they have a bounce land to bounce it. So they could have Dryad, play Dryad, Besuba, copy this. I guess that's a good line. Yeah, okay, they explore. That's not a Dryad. They could have Force of Vigor though. So I'm not gonna go for it on my turn. I'm gonna go for it on their turn. On their upkeep. Okay, the second scales. What is more counters? Yeah, second scale is more counters. They could have Force of Vigor and a green card, exactly. So I'm gonna go for it on their upkeep. Even though they can cast it on their upkeep, right? So maybe I don't even need to go for it. So what am I afraid of here? Nothing, right? Man, doing it now. I mean, the way they block, it seems that they don't have the Force of Vigor. Okay, I mean, if they have the Force of Vigor, we still have 4 Doctors, right? So maybe we can win that way. He has 2 cards, but maybe he has a Force of Vigor. Or a Dismember. I shouldn't have done it now. This was a bad play. This is just bad play because if I go for it now, he dismembers it and he wins. Or they win. So this would put 8 counters here. I mean, they don't win, but it's still annoying. So they can have dismember, that they can have. And they go to 6. So if they dismember, they go to 6. It's just not worth it to go now. It's much better to wait. Maybe they dismember now. Like, it's just not worth it. Even if they play a Titan, it doesn't trigger. We have 4 Doctors. Sure. Yeah, I shouldn't have even sacrificed the Hangover. I mean, actually, this is fine because now if they have Dismember now, this leaves to Dismember. But still, it was a bit loose, I think. Nothing else? Okay. This is lethal anyway. So if this disconnects, this is lethal. So now they need to do something. They're gonna have double Dismember, I guess. Tough games. Games versus Amulet are so close. This Torpor Orb was super important. Also both these members. We kill the Titan, of course, and we kill the... Yeah, if they have dismember, if they have one dismember, they're dead because the doctors will connect, and then we can deal 4 damage here. If they have Force of Vigor dismember, same. So they cannot play around. There's nothing they can do. So I'm guessing they're not gonna even show us the Force of Vigor or whatever they had. Okay, I like the vines, as we talked about. I don't like Turn of Get too much. Alright, we didn't show them the Gem Raider, which is good. This is really hard matchup. Like, they're just a little bit too fast, and they also, the answers they have, like on the Ghost Quarter, the Ghost Quarter, I'll keep this hand though. I think it's good. Yeah, we can win. I'm not saying we can't win. I just think it's a hard matchup. They obviously had a slow hand last time, and this hand is not that fast apparently. Thinking. So if I play an Reborn tap, they can go Ravager turn 2, and then Gem Razor into whatever they play. I actually have the double green already. Okay, no, never mind. So I'm just gonna play and I'm gonna play the Welding Jar now, so we can protect the Ozolith. So I'm gonna play Blink Mouth Nexus here. Got an Amulet. But that's hopefully not a Dryad. We can, it's okay, that's Cynic Growth Chamber, that's 2 mana. So if they have a Boreal Grazer again, which will be pretty insane, if they have Boreal Grazer Dryad, then hey. Alright, so we want to deal with this Amulet. So they bounce the fetch land. Holy shit, man. I mean, that is a 7 as well. That's insane. Do they play 4? I think they only play 2 of these right now. At least the list I've seen. I mean, that's just... It's a bit too much, I think. They can Dryad as next turn. I mean, they can Titan as next turn. If they have Azusa or Dryad here... Come on, man. That's a lot. But they put a Field of Death back. So maybe... They actually didn't ramp. Okay. That's not the best spell, of course. So we play a Ravager here. We can just Gem Razor into it next turn. If they dismember it, it's really bad. So probably don't have any kind of interaction. We can, if they have 2 land drops, right? So if they have any bounce land, they can Titan us right now, and then we lose. If they have a bounce land plus Titan, we lost. Okay, that's Forest. Still a bounce land does it. Come on, man. This is just... This is just so stupid. This card, what the hell? Yeah, if they have Titan here, I'm gonna concede. We cannot beat it. They have it, right? So they'll get Titan, they'll get Balakuts, and we're just there. Okay, that's a turn 3 kill by our opponent. I mean, the funny thing is they have to draw exactly that combination of cards. Like, if they don't draw, like, if they don't play the Dryad turn 2 instead of they play turn 3, then we Gem Razor it, and then it's a completely different game. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, if opponent goes turn 2 Amulet, Razor, Dryad, and turn 3 they have the second bounce land plus the Summoner's Pact for the Titan on a 7. You know, they didn't even mulligan that hand. You just have to shake hands. You know, like this is not something you. It's not something most decks that don't have a like counter spells can beat. Maybe you have like Path to Exile, you can beat that, but still you're very far behind already. Yeah, in that situation, only Dismember on the Dryad, could have gained us 1 turn. But anyway, they will still Titan us the turn after, so we need to have a plan for that. Very hard, very hard. This kind of stuff it's it doesn't happen that often, but when it happens they are on the play and they do exactly that line, it's very, very hard. This hand just doesn't do anything, doesn't it? I mean, 3 green spells, no green mana, Ozolith. We're on the draw, which is bad, but could be worse, I guess. I think I just need to mulligan this hand, although it pains me versus a Thoughtseize deck, but it's just what it is, right? With green mana I keep, I'm not maybe we'll keep it with green mana, but it's not an I mean, we have no threat, right? I mean, with green mana I could keep it, but basically this hand needs to draw green mana and needs to draw threats. So if we draw another colorless land, we draw another Ozolith, we draw something like that, we are just gonna lose. Because we're playing against a Scorch deck, I guess. This hand's not much better, honestly. Shit. I mean, we're against the Thoughtseize deck, so we cannot really mulligan too much. I'm gonna put one of these back just to have the variety. Yeah, this is not an exciting hand. Oh, they're not. Oh, are we playing against the Border Devastation? Okay. I mean, maybe we can still top deck of a Hardened Scales, yeah. Or an Ozolith. Yeah, if it's a Devoted Devastation and they have the turn 3 kill, this hand does a poor job at beating that. Oh, it's Boggles. Okay. Also not the best hand versus Boggles. Okay, this may make it better. I thought it was, when I saw Winds of Heath, I thought it was no, now not. Ballista is not amazing in this. But they have some shitty hands sometimes, but they do nothing. They also have hands sometimes you're gonna beat. But with Ravager, we can actually suck it. If they don't get the trample aura, we should be fine. And then we can try to set up an Igmoth kill, maybe turn 4. They play 2 Path to Exile in the main deck. That is... Okay, well, if that is the lion, then we're fucked. I mean the lander, or we're fucked. So we have here 3 counters already, so it's not so bad. I mean, there's no reason to try to block because they just don't have. So next turn I'm gonna play this worker, sack. I think I'm just gonna put counters on Igmoth and go. I'm gonna go for the Infect kill. If they have Path to Exile, they have Path to Exile, We're gonna die very quickly otherwise. Like, we may die anyway next turn. Okay, they draw a card. So they could have Path to Exile, but regardless, it's very hard to beat this. There's protection versus creatures, and everything that we have that can deal with this is creatures, right? So they play 2 Paths to Exile, and they have 2 cards in hand now. So yeah, it could be that we lose. But we could also be that we win, This puts a master amount of counters, so we're gonna do that. They're F6 by the way, so maybe that's good. And it will not make any difference if I sacrifice the welding jar or not, right? So I'm gonna keep it just, you never know. That's a nice thing of Scales. You can do this stuff. Like, sometimes games are not possible, and you just say, okay, I'm gonna go try to turn 4 kill you with Infect. And I hold on the welding jar, you never know, man. Maybe there is something they can do to destroy it. And this didn't advance our plan at all. So my idea is that they will try to hit us, and look for a... They could find the reach aura. That's also one. But they're drawing, so for me, they're looking for a path to exile here. Or like the reach aura. But then we can still pump this. So this hand's flying now as a 5-2. Sadly, that means that we cannot kill them. It's what is the thing. Maybe we would try to win by putting a bunch of counters on the ballista, actually. Maybe that would have been a better line. Maybe I forgot to block. Good thing is we have it pinned here, the boggle, right? So yeah, but it's if they get like the Vigilance Aura or of course Spirit Answer, okay. 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 So if they get like the Vigilance Aura, we are in trouble. But we gotta kill this, I think. Because if not, they will okay. We need to kill this this Court Spirit Dancer, because if not, they will draw a bunch of cards. Spare it now. So we want to kill these because if they draw cards, I mean, they will eventually find the Vigilance Aura faster, right? And if we draw scales, you know, maybe we have a chance. They have lures in hand. Okay, that's just, of course, not great, but we can still draw scales, I guess. Yeah, I mean, scales? It's not the best. So when they cast the Lurus, I will kill it. I'm really ready for skills here, mates. Maybe we just misplayed this game. We should have gone for the Ballista kill. They don't have a Mishra's Bubble, right? So if they play the... Maybe I shouldn't have pumped the Ballista so fast. That's another Boggler. That's a third Boggler. So I have Lures in hand. That's a lot of Bogglers, mates. Are you sure about this? Okay. What? Proficient is gonna block here. I don't care so much about this one. Can they? Luru says that they can. Says during each of your turns you may cast. You cannot cast this. So it's gonna block here. I don't know if I want to proliferate now or wait a little bit. I'm gonna wait. Something good? Okay, this is not bad. I'm guessing. Okay, this has. Okay, they can just block here. Yeah. All right, Mr. Vox Live. Thanks for hanging out, man. Always a pleasure. I'll try. I think we can actually win this game, as crazy as it sounds, because they are. They have 6. Didn't I proliferate them? I had forgotten I have kid. Oh my god, I'm such a retard though. They are at 6. Chat. I didn't. Fuck. That's so bad. I've missed at least one proliferate. Man, wow, that was crazy. I mean, sometimes Worker would be lethal. So Ozolith, I think actually. Man, Blinkmon next is showing, carrying us here. So it says Blinkmon next. No, target Blinkmon creature gets +1/+1. Let's celebrate. Okay, how did I miss this? Okay. How did I miss this, man? I'm so bad at this game. They do have Hushbringers, so we need to be careful with that. I don't think Relic is worthwhile. I think Animation Model is kind of bad. Still, Seer can do some work. Thrum can do some work. Welding Jar seems really awful, right? They just bring in Path. They could have some destruction effect. The Animation Model in general. Make them make blockers. Slip one in. I don't know about this. I actually don't think Animation Model is that great. It's a bit slow. Okay, 1 sec, I'll be right back. Thank you, A713S, for the follow. But yeah, thank you very much for the follow. I think Animation Model kind of sucks in this matchup. How did I miss that I have already given them 6 poison damage? Wow. You know, sometimes I guess. Honestly, I guess this hand can do it. He doesn't have the nuts, this hand can do it. It's not great though. So that's a Boggle turn 1. It's pretty good. Oh my god, how did I miss that we could proliferate into that? Please unfollow. No, don't do it. It's quite loud, I think, these noises. I should make them smaller. If they play Corkscrew Dancer, we are in deep trouble, I think. Green, it's good. I mean, not good, as in, I wouldn't consider this great, that they have a 2-2 reach hexproof person. But it's not the worst. I'm gonna play this Hangout Walker and the Welding Jar. Not having a second green source kind of sucks for that, but it's just okay. You know, we actually don't play, you know, green sources to consistently cast it on turn 3, even though we play a lot. I may not even just, they probably didn't have pack there. May not even block if it's only a 2-2, and then keep it to, you know, block with Ravager next turn. They shock. Spearling, a chunk creature, they win life. And Daybreak Coronet, that will be pretty brutal. That is indeed pretty brutal. So if we draw a second green source, though, we can get rid of this. First strike, lifelink, reach, vigilance. First strike, lifelink. Okay, we still doesn't have trample, so I'm gonna take it. It's bad, but you know, you can actually put this on the opponent's creatures and you gain life. It's kind of hilarious. Green? It's not green. We will anyway play the Iron Browser here. Goal is to make a bunch of top tiers, block a lot, find a green sword for this Gem Razor. Problem is it has Vigilance and Lifelink and Spearling. So if they have the Trample one, that's very rough. The Flying one, I guess we can work with. The fact that this is not legendary, pretty insane. One card left in hand. But yeah, we're gonna block, tap, sack. And we're gonna rinse and repeat. Okay, Totem Armor. They have enough. Okay, so that is their play. So they can of course draw a card from this. So yeah, we will block here, say okay. What a complicated deck to play, Boggles. Just put everything on one dude in the game. So now we will sacrifice here. They have reach though, so we need to be careful. So no damage was dealt to anything. As I said, they don't have the trample thing, so ton of good draws here, ton of good draws. Then our Reborn is an interesting one for sure. We can play. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna play it. Maybe we draw 2 Gem Razors and then we can mutate, and that's really backbreaking for them. I guess we can play second Hangavac, and then the next turn we can yeah. Say no to that. We can use it to kill the Lurus when it comes into play. Which I guess they will do it next turn. But I mean, next turn we can pump this and play and may play a Ballista. So my goal is to try to stall until they draw. Okay, if they draw, that's great, because that means they either draw a land or they are impatient. If they find the trample aura, we are in a bit of a trouble here. I'm just gonna block with one top there. But yeah, Oscillate. Also, to be fair, this has first strike, vigilance, like okay, it has the totem armor, right? So, but if we were able to get a dude big enough to block it, do we have it? So that's 4. So this is 4, 6, 7, 8, 8 E. So I think from next turn we can actually threaten to kill this and then Gem Razor onto it. Okay, so that's a card. So actually we can kill it, then they do lose the totem, the spider Umbra. And then we can Gem Razor onto it, destroy building, and this falls off. And that would be a very big swing, I think. I think they need to keep attacking though, if not they just... If they attack with this, I'm gonna block it. So I'm gonna block with the Doctor, say okay. I'm gonna sacrifice the Doctor. No damage was dealt. Oh, now it's one of the better cards ever printed. The fourth Hangavak. So what are our options? We can play a second Hangavak. We can play the first Ballista. I don't dislike playing the Ballista, to be fair. What are we gonna Gem Razor onto, though? So we could Gem Razor now into one of these. That would be fine. We can also Gem Razor onto these. Yeah, that's probably really good, right? But we're gonna mutate onto the flyer. Go over. Destroy that. So we cannot cast Lurus next turn. This is 7/7 still. So what's the play? Oh, we have one more counter, right? Yeah. So we draw second Gem Razor, we can destroy the Spirit Link. And then the... Okay, that's rather annoying. Just says return it to... Hopefully no Path to Exile. That would be rather brutal. Maybe I should kill one of the Daybreaks. Yeah, I should totally kill one of those, right? Okay. Just like launching forward. Okay, so we will tap here. Maybe I have a path now. That does look like a path. Maybe path here. That'd be nice. Path again. Alright, that's sort of best case scenario, honestly. We just sack it. We lose a counter, but we win. So now we block here, block here, block here. Say okay, and the same as before, we sacrifice the doctor. Now if we draw a second Gem Razor, we can kill this, and then both Daybreak falls off. Mm-hmm. Hmm. So we play the Throne of Gath. Hmm. We play the Hangabout Walker. Then this goes on the stack. On the Throne of Gath on the stack, we sacrifice the Welding Jar. Proliferate here, here, here. And then we put the counter. Yeah. I think we're getting there, guys. This is soon gonna be big enough to threaten a kill. You know, we can actually just kill this now. Rancor, +2/+0 and has trample. So that's a 10-7 now. So we can... So we can make this an 11-11 and just block it and kill it. We have first strike flying. Oh, this doesn't fly. This highs. So maybe we can make an 11-11 top turn. Just kill this. Let's see the attack. So let me read this. So this says, whenever enchanted creature does damage, you gain damage life. Sure. That one says, enchanted creature with another blah blah. First strike vision on a lifelink. You can return this from your graveyard to the battlefield attached to that creature. And when Rancor enters the battlefield, you have get trampled. Because this could be 3 top tiers, we could make 9-9, 10-10. That would be exactly 11-11. We could also sacrifice a Lingmoth Nexus. Then we just sack it and kill it? Let's try this. I've never actually done this, but should be fine, right? It's not great to sack it like this, but yeah, 0 cards in hand, so oh, I can graft onto one of them. Probably. Why not? So we have 7, 9. So it's 9. Actually, we need to graft onto one of them, right? It's a 2-2 plus 9 is 11. So actually, yes. So now we sack here. This is 9. 1 is 10. That's cool, eh? I think I've never done this, like this exact sequence. And even though they have first strike, our dude is a 12-12. But they don't have double strike. So they gain a lot of life. Sure. They lose the boggle and they lose everything. So they have Rancor in hand now. Maybe they're gonna give it to us. Okay, that's a ballista. I think we anyway get a 2-2 ballista down, right? That was pretty cool. I mean, not known this before. They probably get lures in. I guess they could have Speed Answer. I guess it's just, oh, they have another ball. Huh. Okay. They can put the Rancor on it. This gives it +2/+0 and has trample. 3-1. And white. This costs 3 mana, right? 3? No, 4 mana. I don't think there's anything they can activate. Scales? So we could play the second. This would only be a 3-3, right? But I think I'll take the. If they block here. Sure. So still feel I need. I'll do it because it's faster kill, right? Guy has been pretty amazing this whole game. I mean, it's not a lot of damage, but they're only at 11, right? So next turn they're dead, no matter how much what they draw. And the Ballista can block. If they find the Daybreak Coronet, I mean, they actually have trample, right? So, yeah. But they will only deal 6. They go down to up to 17. 1 card in hand for a Bonin, and we win the match. Pretty cool match, I must say. Pretty cool. So this is the deck. So far, so good. Only change I've been considering is a 40th member cutting a Relic or cutting a Veil of Summer. Most likely a Relic. I think just that makes sense. Especially having the animation mods on the main board. Yeah. Recon versus 5-color Blood Moon. Life. And they're playing Giganta, so they could actually be playing Blood Moon. That is magic right now. 5-color Blood Moon Tribals. They're playing first. What decks play Giganta? Tron? I mean, the Sun is not great versus Tron, but they've kept 7, so if it's a Tron, we're not winning anyway on the draw, so. No, that's a Windswept Heath. So we're playing some kind of companion deck. Start animation module. Next time playing worker and module. And yeah. Go from there, basically. Go from there. Setting, I mean, let's see what they're looking for. That's a triumph. So probably facing a control that just you know, you can play Gigant as long as no card starting deck has more than one of the same mana symbols in its mana cost. So no Armageddon's Charm or... So probably playing... this is a Timor, right? So playing a Forest, so we're gonna start with Arbon Worker here. This is not a bad hand against what opponent is doing, I believe. And that's a turn. Just to let people know. So that's a Nudo. Interesting, they're not playing any dual colored stuff. So some kind of snow. I'm guessing Icewind Coddle is part of it. All the good stuff. So that's an Emoth Nexus. That's a really interesting draw. We do have Vines of Vasgood, so start by attacking. For so in fact we could play Emoth, play our Ravager. Now the question is, do we want to sack this and put our Vines down? I would say no. We can anyway sack this servo, make another servo. And so next turn we actually have the kill with the Vines and the Emoth Nexus. So we like that. We don't have Cryptic Commands. Yeah. Tapping, not tapping. Tapping. That's Omnath, Locus of Creation. Resolves. So they can have a fetch land. They can add 4 mana, or 5 mana, I guess. See what they do with that. They are playing it. It's a Plains. They have 5 mana. See what they do with the mana. So Healy. I guess they will scry. Or just copy Omnath. So much value, people. It's just the value. It's just, I mean, so much money. It's just so much money, man. Like, okay, they pass a turn. So now it's the choice. Doesn't matter. We sacrifice here. So we have 1, 2, we have 3, 4, 5, 6. So we don't. It doesn't matter. Yeah. So I'm not going to put my defenses down. Exile target token. Sure. It's like I play. I'm playing like I'm not smart. May alley path? No, they don't. So we're activating Emoth Nexus. That card is a mistake, indeed, but I'm gonna try to bait them into pathing this good boy. Of course, I'm gonna say no. The counter here. Say no. So we're gonna sack here. And now I'm visually will path now. Yeah, Force of Negation, so be it. We don't path. Maybe they know we have Answer Vasgood. That would be really insane. Read. We cannot really go for it, right? We cannot really go for it. The thing is, if we don't go for it, we're probably dead to the combo. So I'm just gonna do it. If they have it, they have it. Yeah, they have the path. I'm pretty sure we're gonna die if we didn't go for it like this. I mean, I tried to play kind of dumb, but yeah. Okay, we're playing against Omnath, but with a combo. Maybe relics are worthwhile. Maybe pithing needles are worthwhile. I don't think Torpor Orb is worthwhile. I mean, Torpor Orb stops the combo, but so does Sahili. So does pithing needle. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I could beat them by playing more like a fair game, because next time they could kill us at any point, and we had nothing that we could do to kill it, right? To kill the cat. So I'm gonna cut the welding jars. I like vines, even though we showed it to them. Now they will try to play around it. I don't dislike. They could have Ren 6 actually, so they most likely play Ren and 6, right? They're playing red. Yeah, why not? I think we're in that point on the game, guys. So I'm gonna cut the ancient steerings, I believe. Pithing needle, I think 2 is too many, and I think this member maybe a bit much too. Animation model actually is not that great because we're playing basically against a combo deck. And maybe I can cut a land. Oh, we're on the play, so maybe we don't want to cut a land. Yeah, pithing needle seems rather bad. I don't love pithing needle actually. I would rather have a dismember. Yeah, that card was. I mean, at that point, you know, they will be making. They will have 10 mana. They can scribe with Sahili. They can do all sorts of stuff, and so I didn't see any other way out than doing what we did there. This hand is just not amazing, man. Like this hand just it's just missing Hardened Scales or Ozolid or something like that. This hand has this Hardened Scales, it has Ozolid, I guess, but it's missing lands. We're on the play though. This hand is just not a keep. Okay, this hand is okay. We put a relic back. Scrap it. I mean, this is not great either, but we will play a relic, pass the turn. Yeah, I mean, maybe we could have done something different, but I don't think there was a chance. We didn't have Ozolith or Hardened Scales, right? Which are kind of our big enablers. So right away we exile it, so, you know, put Ren 6. You always want to do this, so if they have like an opt or something, they cannot exile it instead of their land, and maybe that works with the Ren 6. They have Self tomorrow? Are you crazy? Or I'll play Utopia Spell, I guess, yeah. Alright, so they have Utopia Spell turn 1. That's very scary. Land? No. So yeah, probably we lost, but I don't think the earlier 2 hands did anything versus them. Like, they kept 7 anyway, so probably we're gonna lose. Oh, Ghost Quarter. Okay. So that's an Udo. Maybe. Sure. I mean, at least we get to exile the Udo, but it's still like a country, right? So that's the floor of this card. You need to play a card to deal with it, because if not, you lose the late game. Or else but it still is a country, right? So yeah, we just run exile it now. Still is a country, so very little to do. Out of Nisa, let's see what they get. Of course, if we don't hit the land drop ever again, we're just gonna lose. But I didn't see myself going to 4. They got Felidar Guardian, so they can bling in the Out of Nisa. Right, sure. I think I'm gonna play both workers here. I don't see actually how we win this game, but maybe we drop a list or something. Maybe we can win. So this is blue, green, blue again. I mean, I guess Relic is pretty potent at not letting them run away with the game. But I guess they can just... They don't have white here, so they can actually... I mean, they could go score themselves, but that's really bad. I guess they could tap for... No, they can't. They can't really... Unless they have red swords or the white swords, they cannot really go score them themselves to cast Omnath. Yeah. But basically, I think that is the kind of the worst combination. Is that the combination of Uro plus Omnath means that you can play Uro turn 3 and Omnath plus Fetch on turn 4, and that's really kind of a bit too much. Sure, man. I'll get my counter. I think that's a bit too much for a lot of decks to beat. So they have a Tablan, and they have this. Okay, so it's time for some rocket science. Yeah, we need some rocket science, man, to beat this. No lie. Second Ravager is not the worst. They could have a Spell Snare, but if they have that, I'm gonna just cry. I would rather have... I guess I would have the counters on the worker, right? So far, every card they have played has drawn a card, except Utopia Sprawl. Which is kind of hard. We exile this guy. Still, Relic is... I mean, if we didn't have the Relic, they could be close to skipping an Uro, right? So... I mean, honestly, right now we are counting to 3, you know? So I think we got it. They're cycling a Tranquil Thicket. I guess they could play round 6 here. Yeah, I mean, it's not easy to play Hardened Scales, but once you get the hang of it, I mean, basically, with also lethal, you multiply all counters for 2. Yeah, counting to 3, we are agreeing, right? So if they path, I mean, if they're pathing either dude, I'm probably just letting it go and getting Alliance. Yeah, counting to 3 is a skill, definitely. I am, so far, you have to count to 5 right now. Like 6, actually. There are 6 counters on the board. See if you, like, this is the basic skills, right? You sacrifice this, 2 counters go here, 1 counter goes here, 2 counters go here. So they are round 6 and path to exile, which is extremely brutal. So when we try to sacrifice this, they will path this, and it's gonna be awful. But I guess we could eat the Relic. This is so hard, man. So they do have path. Okay, I'm gonna do something. We have exiled the Uro, basically, right? So I'm gonna eat the Relic here. Secret ability of the Relic, it's just an artifact. So now if they path me, I mean, of course I can... The good thing about this play is I can kill around 6. And they seem to be missing a land drop, yeah. So the fact that they didn't plus means that they're missing a land drop. It's good for us, I guess. Oh, Wingman Nexus is not a bad draw. So I'm gonna attack with both the running 6 because they path one of them. Yeah, that's basically why I put Relic of Opportunities in my deck too. So now there's a choice. Do we want an extra land, or we just want to sack this and put the counters over here? Extra land sounds good, but counters over here also sound really good. And we have drawn the land, right? So just we sack. If they have another path or something, of course, this is awful, but it could have been anyway. So, or they have it. What do you have? Really? Wilt? And I don't have Blink of Nexus on play. Damn it. That was a misplay, I guess. Okay. You keep your N6. If this was an email next, we could have a chance. Yeah. I mean, if they ping this, I will lead this. If they have something, fuck me. Basically. They have Felida Guardian and 3 unknown in hand. None of them lands. That's Udo? No. What is that? That's Felida Guardian. I guess they can blink this, play land, cast a Healy, win the game. So they have Felida Guardian, land, and Sehili. They can win the game. But yeah, if you have that. So they do play the Felida Guardiano. Okay, they only blink the Auto Nisa, so they just get the casual value. They still have Ghost Quarter though, you need to remember that. So they've used these, now they have another Fun Raveler. Fun has been taken away a bit from Magic from playing against something like this. Literally, even the Wield they can cycle. Ugh. It's just so annoying. So boring. Play this. Alright, so I will sacrifice my worker. Show me the, I don't know, dismember or something. Still, that means that they're not developing their mana. So, it's okay. Okay, guys. So we could activate the Blink Mouse, try to put the counters, they go score in response. That's not even that bad. But that means that we cannot kill this. I think I want to kill this round 6. I mean, if they go scorer, I mean, I should have activated it and attack the round 6 with it, then they go scorer it. Maybe block. Okay. So they can Teferi, bounce, if they have something like Bolt, no, not Bolt, Path, Teferi, then we are in deep, deep trouble. So that's Teferi most likely. I wonder why they tap. I mean, I guess they don't want to tap the Ghost Quarter. Okay. Quick 0-2, I mean, that deck is pretty bad for us, I feel. The fact that they have a combo kill makes it's very hard already to play versus Omnath, round 6, the Fairy Time Raveler. On top of that, you add the combo kill, and it's really hard. And I mean, I went for it game 1, and they shouldn't have, but I was pretty sure they had the Sahili in hand. I don't know if they did, but they could have had the Sahili in hand. They just have too much, yeah, it's too much stuff, you know, like it's the Teferi, it's the Ran. Like, you cannot let any of those run away. Like, both, even the Ran 6 can run away with the game if they just keep cycling cards. Yeah, I think this version is worse than other versions for us. Like, I think other versions are more easy to deal with. Also, our hands didn't cooperate. We were in a multi-5 here. We missed a land drop turn 2. It was not great, you know. It's not like, oh my god, this hand is amazing. Wow, look at this. Hey, same to you. This is a combo player for sure. I know it's alright, so we have 3 Tablans and we are on the draw, as we tend to be, honestly. Is it that bad though? We play this turn 1, but basically we're playing off curve. I think this is pretty bad. Like, it's pretty awful actually. Okay, sounds better, Guess we can put 1 Reborn back. So we can go turn 1 Hardened Scales, turn 2 Ozolith, turn 3 Ravager. Yeah. Yeah, it's just that the fact that everything draws cards right makes it extremely difficult to deal with. I mean, they have if they have a very fast hand, we may be in trouble here. Okay, that's an dumb land. That's good for us. I may actually play Ozolith Worker next turn, just to draw some removal. Nice. I mean, this is not a bad matchup. This is an okay matchup, actually. I don't even know why they play round 6. I guess it's a way to keep shocking themselves so they can kill themselves. I don't know. Okay. Should we just play this? Play Ozolith, Hardened Scales this turn. Next turn we play a Ravager. I actually don't love it so much. I think I'd rather play the Ozolith and play the Worker. We need to pick up. We need to have something in Battlefield. Like we cannot just let them just attack our life total like this. Now we're telling them, okay, you need to spend some removal on this Worker, which is a 1-mana thing. So if they play another threat, that means that they're not dealing with a Worker. That means that we can play our Ravager and be happy. If they bolt it, is 1 less bolt on the Ravager. I mean, that's kind of expected. Yeah, next turn the Ravager is gonna be pretty strong. They have had a push though, so that could be bad. But if they had Final Push, they maybe would have used it on the Worker, right? Because then they can use the Bolt to I guess they can play Scorch here or Shadows. They can play 2 Shadows, which would be pretty annoying. Still, I don't really see the point in this, but yeah, we need a lot of stuff, I think. Okay, they just So we play the Scales. Okay, I think I'm gonna play the Scales. They could have a removal spell, and that's gonna be pretty sucky. But we kind of have to play. Like, what do we do? Yeah. I was kind of hoping they didn't have a second removal spell, to be fair. But yeah, there was no way, unless no, there was no way to play around it, right? Okay, we just wait. I could eat the Ozolith, but I think that was pretty important. Any Ballista or anything can win us the game. And if we had had an artifact line like a Blink Moth or Ink Moth, maybe could have. I would not have played second skills, play the Ravager, and bait the Vault, but that was not the case. So they didn't play a threat though, so we still have 15. And they must have a few lands in hand because all the lands they've been playing, they've been the ones from round 6. That's why I don't think the round 6 is worth it, right? Like, yeah, I guess you can grind faster with round 6. Like right now they're playing a Forest. So they have a Verdant Catacombs in hand. I guess they get Lures in hand. Yeah. So, yeah, they're grinding pretty well, but they plus on... Yeah, they plus on nothing, so I don't understand why they didn't. Okay, that's of course not the dream. We drew a lot of lands. We drew a lot of lands this game. I actually don't really think... I mean, I guess they also play Tamagoy. That's why they play green. I don't know if it's worth it. Yeah, it's... Okay, they drew that. That's... Oh, they're casting it too? Okay, that's 7/7 for 2 mana. I think... I don't know. I think 7/7s for 2 mana are pretty good. Like, I have a suspicion. If we draw a Ballista, we win though, so... So, there is that. Ancient Serenity also may do it. So you have like 6 draws that kind of win the game. I guess this is not winning the game, but it's not the worst ever. There's two things we can do. We can hold up a sacrifice, and I think I'm gonna hold up a sacrifice so we can make a bunch of top tiers. So we can only play it for 2, unfortunately. But that should be enough, I think. Unless they have like the mobile rages and shit. We have 13 top tiers now, so yeah, I will sacrifice it with the Lions. And again, if they have a... Oh, they got the emblem out already? Brutal. Did not realize they had an emblem already. So they can keep casting bolts as long as they have lands. Maybe they don't attack. Okay, go for it. So, of course, if we block, that sucks. Because if we block one, they can bolt us twice and we die, right? Because it will be, yeah. So we need to sacrifice it. So pay 1 life. We also gain 1 life, which is not bad. And we have 13 counters here for same purposes as drawing a list again. So I'm going to put 1 top there in front of each of them. If they have the mobile rates, there's no way we can beat it anyway. In non-life, which is... I guess they can do... If they have the mobile rates land, they could the mobile rates twice. Or land the mobile rates land, yeah. So we just block... and I'm going to put 2 on the Lurus just because... Just because then we deal with it. I could kill the Swift Spears as well. But if they bolt, they grow, and then they kill a lot of my top tiers. So I think like this is okay. We only lose 2 top tiers. Well, we'll lose 5 top tiers, but we still have 8. Really? They just take it like this? Okay. Interestingly, they have one. They for sure have 1 line in hand, right, for the bolt. Maybe I should try to. So yeah, if I had tried to kill it, maybe they. Maybe it should have been. Would have put 3 on each. Okay, black. Draw. Okay. Play another Scorch. One of the reasons also to kill the Lurus is that they cannot get back Renan 6 and they cannot just infinitely loop a land. This is not the greatest draw I've ever had. Not gonna lie. We can already sacrifice 2 things, so I'm gonna keep it in hand. This will not resolve, they will bolt it. Should I sack this one? Probably yes, right? Should I attack with any of them? Probably true as well. So you know, gaining a life could be good. Could be like game winning. So they have 14. I think we can leave back 4 blockers. And my Mala gonna block the Scourge, I think. We go to 11. They go to 11. Does that make any difference at all to attack? Yeah, let's do it. To win the game, mates. Maybe I should have put 3 blockers on each top tier, on each Swiss Spear before to make sure that we killed it. Probably would have been good. I'm gonna leave this back because the melee just touches me. And this is not near at all. Very close game indeed. So maybe we can put like 3 here. See if we can kill one. So if they need to have lands to keep bolting me. They're probably playing Tarmogoyf, I would say. So I think Relic Opportunity is looking pretty good here. So they're bolting. They're bolting one of them. Smart, I guess. Souls. We will pay one, sacrifice. Yeah, maybe that was not the best. Not gonna lie. I should have done it last turn. I'm guessing they have a land. They have discovered the Verdant Catacombs, but they must have another land, right? Or another bolt or something. Okay, okay. I think I'm going to do this first. Oh my god. Get banned. Ravager, Worker, Ingmoth, Nexus. I don't see a Ballista, sadly, so I think the Ravager is the way to go. So what about this sack? I mean, how many more balls do they have? Does it get better or worse for us if we don't go for it? Maybe I should put a counter on the Ravager, right? So how much worse does it get for us? If I just go for it. So they could have nothing. They could have a Fatal Push. They don't have red, right? So... Okay, I'm just going for it. A bit reckless today, I'm feeling. Do I have Fatal Push? They have to have Fatal Push, basically. Nope, they don't. Nice. We beat them. That was a very close game, man. Jesus. Pretty cool that we beat them, actually. I think Bailey's good. I'm maybe bring a couple of relics. I'm uncertain. I think Ancient Settings is kind of meh. Mines is okay. Animation Ball, maybe we could cut one. I think still Overseer goes. Especially versus round 6. That was cool, right? That was cool. I mean, okay, they had to have Fatal Push. That was the only thing. But because they didn't have red mana. So... I mean... Relic is a trap, maybe, yeah. Relic is good if they play Tarmogoyf. I think Relic is okay, actually. I think Throne can go one of them. Maybe Ancient Strings is a bit hard to find time for. And I could like to cut that. I mean, I know Animation Ball is actually really good in the matchup. Actually, it is really good in the matchup. Maybe I'll cut one Scrapyard. You know, Scrapyard just gets bolted and it sucks. But that was cool, that was cool. That was a hard game, but we did it. It was a mulligan to 5 too, so hey. I just met you. We also dealt with Alurus. Small beast play. Maybe when they made the attack, I should have had... This hand is actually good. When they made the attack, I should have had I should have blocked with everything to the monastery Swiss spears to make sure that they died, or they yeah, either they died. First option. Okay, that's a Thoughtseize probably. That's just where it is. So they either died or they had to use the land to bolt, and then we could go for it the next turn, right? So they take the scales. Smart. I'm not gonna suppose this around 6, I don't think, so I'm just gonna play Unwearborn. Them taking the scales is bad, but it also costs them 5 life, which I know they want to do, but it's a balance, it's a balance. This means that they can at least, I mean, they could run 6 here, or they could double. Why this? Okay, that's a Goif, so I'm... Did I bring his relics in the end? I brought 2. I mean, Goif is very good, not gonna lie. But 4-5 already. But maybe we can draw a relic one time? No. Again, I'm gonna just run a Ravager. No. Yeah, I mean, this is just... if they have ran 6 and ping it, it's kind of bad, but otherwise it's okay. They could have a Scourge of the Skyclave follow-up, but I mean, I could have also played the Worker, put the counters on the Blink Moth, but if they bolt the Blink Moth or something, it's super bad. I think my best chance this game is to try to confuse them with like triple Ravager maybe. The best would be if they pull like Lures in their hands. But if they play something like Shadow, Scourge of the Sky, okay. They Thoughtseize. I mean, it's not the worst. I would take the Worker probably, because we cannot play both Ravagers. But we can play both Worker and Ravager. They take one Ravager. The worst would be Ran 6 by, Ran 6 I think would be GG. I know I kind of played into it by not grafting, but yeah. No, that's not Ran 6. Oh, that's 7. That's a Scorch, right? No, that's double Shadow. And that's a lot of dudes very early on, not gonna lie. That's double Shadow, man. What a hand. Turn 2 Tarmogoyf, turn 3. Double Thoughtseize, turn 2 Tarmogoyf, turn 3 double Shadow. That's quite potent. That's quite potent. Okay, that's a Worker. That's not that potent. We have lethal. Play Worker. We graft onto it. That's a 2-2. We sack it. 2 counters come here. 4 counters, 5. Now we are 1 off. Right, we are... So this is gonna be 2... If we had the scales, this of course was lethal. So this will be 2, 4. We move here, it's 5. Now we're missing 2 damage. So just play a Worker. I say... Oh. I'm gonna play a second Ravager because they don't know about the second Worker. Yeah. Cool. I like that you have your emoticons, man. That's pretty cool. Alright, so the plan here is we block both Shadows and we hope they don't have the Mobile Rage as the last card. And then we kill them with the Blink Moth Nexus. I know, guys. What a strategy. That could go wrong many ways. Because this is like, yeah. I mean, if they have the Mobile Rage, we just shake their hands, right? Does that do anything? Or if they have like a... They have 1 bolt, exactly. And then we actually played around it. Really, man? Really? So that's 12. That's 5 something. Okay, man, you got it. Magic sometimes is hard. Dismember is decent. Oops, sorry. Dismember is decent versus the Phoenix and Steerings is really poor. Yes, I go like this. I mean, that was double Thoughtseize, double Shadow, Temporal Rage. I wonder if they drew it, like, they had it or they drew it, you know? Okay, this hand is good. Keep. This is actually a choice here, and I think I'm gonna play the animation module first. I don't think they play Engineered Explosives, right? They play a bunch of 1-drops. They are mulliganing, which is good for us. But the animation model allows us to play a worker turn 2 and make a steerable, and then play scales and all that later. That's one option. The second option is, of course, to play scales first. But I like to put a blocker out as soon as possible. And I don't want my animation model to be discarded. We could, of course, also play Hardened Scales Ozolith, whatever. If they play like a Monastery Sphere, for example. I mean, they had the perfect hand, and we were not that far away from beating them. Like, we were... If you had drawn a Scales instead of... No, that was not lethal, probably. No. So this shock... This is either a Swiss Spear or Inquisition. I guess they take the Scales or the Worker. Or the Ozolith, who knows. But whatever they take, we have a secondary player, right? So we're not that sad. And this doesn't put them at... They will not cast a... I really would like to... Let's see what they play. So they take the Scales, all right. So withdraw. Another one. So we could risk it, play the Worker, or we could play the Ozolith. Pass. I think I like playing the Ozolith and passing. Of course, you could have another discard spell for this Arban Worker, but it could be the second game in a row with double discard spell. So just whatever, you know. I mean, eventually we'll draw something that puts counters on, right? And we're still at 20. That means they cannot scorch us. That's one of the best things about this deck. Okay, they have a Thoughtseize. I feel kind of bad about not playing the Worker now. But I think there was a reason. I mean, I think it was more possible that they had a... Okay, just not you know, not... they had a removal spell rather than that they had a... Rather than they had a... What's the name of that? Another discard, but yeah. They only play 6 discards and they play... I'm guessing they should have more removal than that. So they shock... Okay, good. Oh, there's a forest? Okay, they're not shocking. What the hell, man? Okay, I guess they have a... They have a rain at 6, but they are at 6, they can put a counter here, so it's not the worst. Make another servo. And from here, we can grind pretty well. They check themselves, they fetch, so they don't like the top of the deck. They shock now, so I guess they drew the shadow. Or they're preparing to draw the shadow. Either way, it's fine. I mean, at this point, both Inkmoth Nexus and Blinkmoth Nexus are similar in utility. But yeah, opponent has only 3 cards in hand. They can put lures in their hand. I would probably be attacking if they put lures in their hand, because that means I can I mean, they're already at 11, right? So we want to kill them. There's a lot of good draws in our deck. Hangover Walker is a good draw. Ballista, which we have not seen in the matchup. I don't think we saw it in the previous match either. It's also a good draw. We're playing against Garci LP. Maybe he's from the Python Virtualist book. So let's see what opponent's doing here. Opponent's really like tanking. Maybe they think we have a veil, but that's not possible, right? Because they ain't a good draw, that ain't a good draw. May have removal, may have Colligan's Command, probably Colligan's Command, right? Assassin's Trophy and Domination Module. That's extremely bad for us, by the way. But I think we don't have anything else to do with our mana, right? So might as well just... Oh, they also have a Battle Push? Come on, man. Okay. The fact that they did it now is also very annoying for us. Sadly, no. And we just do another land, right? I mean, come on, this is a big flop. I'm gonna play this first because they know about it anyway. I think I'm gonna attack them, man. I mean, they only have 2 cards in hand, right? So there's a chance. They could get lures in their hand and play it next turn, of course. But if they're drawing Nisha's Bubbles, it's not the worst for us. I mean, we have a lot of really good draws. A lot. Okay. Alright, that's one of them. That's for sure. I'm gonna attack first. We also have a... So you go to 5. Oh, no. They Fada Push this. That's a good feeling when people Fada Push a servo, right? Especially when you're about to play a 3-3 Hangover Walker. Pretty sure they only have like removal in their hand. I mean, if they go like come on or something, I'm gonna be very mad. Because they have played a lot of removal this game. And this card. And we have done a lot of lines. Of course, we got one from Assassin's Trophy, but hey, that's the price of playing Assassin's Trophy, right? What do you guys think of the new art for Assassin's Trophy? The one from the metal thing. So these are as it is, we could actually activate the Igmoth Nexus, but I'm gonna activate it just because I don't think that's anything, you know, we cannot really use our mana. We still put it here anyway. If they have a removal spell, that's bad, but we have Fada Push. Sorry, we have a... Oh yeah, I should adapt it. Ah. Oh, that's game losing. Distracted talking. That's game losing, boys. He should have waited until I attack. No, I guess not. Oh, that was game losing. One extra top there is a big difference here. One extra top there, one extra counter. That's a land. That's probably not good for them because they didn't play a land the last few turns. They have used 2 Fada Pushes, 3 Fada Pushes in fact, an Assassin's Trophy, and they concede. Easy peasy. Okay, I should update though. Alright, that's not bad. 3-2 again. I didn't get a qualifier point, right? Oh yeah, the new ones. Alright. Let's think about this. So we lost to Amulet Titan, and we lost to Udo. Yeah, I think this makes more sense. I mean, there's been quite a lot of drawn recently, but I still think Pitting Needle is almost better versus drawn. The rest of the deck is feeling pretty decent. The vines have not felt as impactful, but maybe just bad luck. I guess people are maybe catching up on the fact that people are playing it. I mean, the deck is just feeling great. I mean, it just has some. Honestly, I don't see myself changing much. It's just